Alright guys, the Forsaken drama just keeps getting crazier, with Forsaken's beef with Dandy's World, hate towards the collab skins, and way more to cover. Let's get into it! So Forsaken's player count seems to be dropping lower than usual from what people are saying. A viral tweet even claimed that Dandy's World now has more players than Forsaken, and of course, that immediately started a whole argument between both communities. Some people said this was expected to happen, but the screenshot might have just been taken early in the morning. Even then, Forsaken's numbers have stayed lower than Dandy's World for most of the day. Honestly though, this is probably just because of Dandy's Halloween update, which boosted its player count a ton. If Forsaken drops its own Halloween update with things to earn, it'll likely bounce back. Others were saying the game's fallen off, calling it unbalanced, slow, and just a slog to play. Then the comparisons started again, with people bringing up the different docs both games have had, saying another controversy could easily ruin Forsaken's image and even cancel future collabs. Another viral tweet tried to calm things down, saying that both games shouldn't even be compared because they work completely differently. Forsaken's an asymmetrical horror game, while Dandy's World is a co-op survival horror game. It's like comparing Minecraft and Terraria. Sure, they're both sandbox games, but that doesn't make them the same. Part of the reason people keep comparing them is that both blew up around the same time. Players from Dandy's World switched to Forsaken, and some Forsaken players switched to DW. The two communities overlap a lot. Some people even said the only real reason they're comparable is because both teams had PDFs at one point, and both communities are toxic. Others argued Forsaken just isn't fun anymore, saying the gameplay feels slow, the player base acts like Shrimpo, and all the updates have been focused on skins instead of gameplay. Then someone clapped back, saying that Dandy's World has its own issues and that people are just reaching. DW updates with new gameplay while Forsaken mostly drops new skins, and DW gives a single skin to multiple characters instead of multiple skins to one. At the end of the day, both games have their flaws. The communities love to beef with each other, and honestly, I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. Will we ever see a Forsaken x Dandy's World collab? So on a video showcasing the reanimated White Pumpkin animations by Zoeters, there was a comment complaining about how many collab skins are being added, basically saying 1 polished skin or 10 more of the collab skins instead. Some people agreed with this comment, saying it's better to have more polished skins than 20 that just reuse animations or sounds. But of course, this also got backlash, with others arguing that not every skin needs a custom chase theme or animation, and that skins are mainly just visual differences, so people should stop expecting everything to be custom. Well, that point was a bit of a contradiction, but this doesn't mean every skin needs to be visually distinct in terms of animations. That's what the model is for. It's not that deep if a skin doesn't have all these custom features. People just love to complain because everything isn't custom, even though the White Pumpkin skin does have custom animations. Some people just find something to nitpick, even when it's what they asked for. There were also complaints about the number of Vocaloid skins in the game, with people bringing up the Limbus Company or Dibideo skins, even though there hasn't been one added since then. Most of the backlash is coming from Forsaken TikTok, where a bunch of misinformed opinions are being spread around. Additionally, there was a point made about how the Forsaken team treats collabs, saying the recent Lumion Legacy collab was massive, yet Forsaken couldn't be bothered to add more than 3 sound effects for the Metronet skin. But here's the thing, the White Pumpkin skin isn't even a collab skin, so they're literally just complaining to complain, bro. Then there's the massive cope from some fans blaming the 25% situation for causing the Vocaloid and Limbus permissions to be revoked, even though those skins were added ages ago. People are just complaining for the sake of bringing Forsaken down further. Is there really an issue with collab skins? After a few days, Demaro analyzed the drama, spoke with some friends, and decided to cancel the idea of ever adding the skin back to Forsaken again. It was so close to being added, but because Soul is still getting 25% of Forsaken's earnings, Rokas will not be coming back. But this has caused a lot of the community to be upset about Rokas not coming back. Some are annoyed that Damaru even mentioned the skin, as it gave them false hope while they waited for its return. Others are now hoping to see the skin appear in other Roblox games, like Die of Death or even Punt by 14 o'clock, which could actually happen since Punt is getting a whole game mode based on it. Some people do agree with the decision though. Keeping Rokas away from Forsaken means not fueling that connection, and many respect the decision, hoping the community will do the same. So Soul got caught in 4K playing on their main account in a Roblox game. The user OOZ caught them by showing the account name. In the text chat, you can literally see Soul saying, "No, I only like cosplaying Soldier Venlove," while wearing an RDC hat on their head. What's worse is that Roblox actually invited them to RDC, as the hat they were wearing was the part Tentacles hat, which was only available to people who were invited. Does that mean Soul attended RDC? There was a deep dive to make sure it wasn't just a UGC copy of the hat. Firemar mentioned knowing someone who went to the event and confirmed it was accidentally given to some people who were invited. It was apparently handed out during developer mixers. Yes, there was a bug that gave it to a few who weren't invited, but the fact that Soul still ended up with it is insane. Once again, Roblox doing the usual, not protecting children. We even got confirmation that this wasn't fake. A developer checked Roblox's public API to view Soul's inventory. Using Soul's user ID and the item ID for the hat, the system returned true, meaning Soul does in fact own the item, as it proves Soul is still getting away with whatever they want on Roblox, still with full access to their main account. Soul also got doxed. A lot of people are happy about this. Yes, doxing is a crime, so don't get yourself involved in it. Many don't support doxing, but in Soul's case, people feel it's deserved. The shocking part is that after ages, Soul returned to their Twitter account to respond to the dox, saying they don't want their family involved and to leave them out of it. They also claimed to have moved from their previous location, but then they baited themselves out by saying what games they've been playing as CP roleplays. Hopefully, the owners of those games can detect their account and ban them. And of course, Soul said they're not a PDF. I think we can all agree they are a PDF. We still don't have confirmation on who actually owned that account, but allegedly it was Soul, since they had access to the 25% payout league and that weird banner on their profile.
No!
There was a huge post about the yourself skins in Forsaken and how you should be able to choose a chase theme from the skins you own. This idea for the change would only apply to chase themes, nothing else. Demopriatedrunk also made concepts of how it would work for the yourself skin, allowing you to pick different chase themes from other skins you own of that character. There were many takes on this, with some people saying paying $18,000 for the yourself skin doesn't feel worth it since it doesn't have many customizations. Some also mentioned how the corrupted reflection theme doesn't fit with every yourself killer, and that it literally sounds like a John Doe chase theme. People agreed that the song itself is good, but it only fits John Doe. There was also discussion about how you should be able to use animations from other skins, or even add SFX from other skins, so it really feels like everything is trying to ruin Forsaken right now. Will Forsaken improve for the better? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening it.